What's cooking, everybody? Welcome to Rock Hard News. Today we got some stuff going on in the news. We have Mastodon, Metallica, Ghost, Disturbed, Head from Korn. We got it all tonight.
So, have y'all had enough of Metallica yet? That was a rhetorical question, because we certainly haven't. It seems that the thrash legends are at it again with more surprises for fans sometime in the near future. Metal Injection reports Metallica has announced what appears to be some kind of museum in a form of a mysterious black box. Apparently, it is said that the box will contain both significant and personal artifacts spanning throughout the band's history. Bro, let me tell you what. Metallica has been bringing it lately, giving fans the chance to really get to know them. Let's see. Where do we start? So they're coming off of their 30-year celebration of the Black Album.
Yeah.
Which
40 years as a band.
40 years as a band, right. And now they're basically opening up their own museum. How much more could you ask for from this band? A lot of bands, it seems like they're just out of reach or that you really don't have that connection with them. It's really cool to see Metallica is like straight up peeling that back and being like, hey, here we are, man.
You know what else? From a business standpoint and like not dying out or just becoming Metallica, they have done things to pivot their career to bring them back to the forefront again, and I think that's really, really cool. This is really, really cool. It's like a shipping container with Metallica written on the side. Imagine being the person that actually stumbles upon that one. You're like, oh my god, Then the next headlines we're going to be reading is Metallica was robbed.
I mean, how many bands do you know that have their own shipping container? Like,
probably a lot.
I well, it took all the wind out of that one.
I mean, just saying, it's probably a lot. They probably have.
Probably.
Yeah. It's probably a lot.
It's probably like every band.
Right. And if we haven't talked enough about Ghost, we got some more for you. Ghost and Volbeat are going on tour starting February 5th. The mesmerizing music from this satanic masterpiece will be filling your eyes and ears with yet another piece of the story to tell. Like, I really wonder what is going to happen this time. The band always has a trick up their sleeve, like, for real. Volbeat is an amazing sound, hype, epic music behind a one-of-a-kind, strong, in-your-face vocal. And the songs never disappoint. These bands together will rock off your face. And imagine seeing Shotgun Blues live, because Shotgun Blues is fire, and that song is fun. Watching the videos, so imagine seeing that live, plus Ghost. They're going to tell another story. They always do. All the Papa story, everything. They drag them off stage, all that stuff. You know what I mean? It's always really cool, man. So I really wonder what's going to happen here, and I am really excited. I really, really would love to be there, but if I can't, I'm definitely going to watch this.
For sure. And if that wasn't enough Ghost news for you, guess what? We've got more. That's right. This time, though, it comes with a bit of scrutiny, man, in the form of Rammstein guitarist Richard Kruspe. In an interview with Summa Inferno, Kruspe shared his opinions on the future of rock and metal acts being able to successfully play stadium. Somewhere along the way, though, it seems like Ghost was brought into the conversation, and when asked if Kruspe thought that Ghost could fit the bill to play a stadium, he had this to say: "Yeah, but it's not a stadium band. They're getting less and less and less, and certainly they will die out." I don't know, guys. To me personally, I think Ghost is 100% equipped to fit that bill. They're all about theatrics. They're all about putting on the best possible show. You guys let us know down in the comments. Do you think Ghost would be able to handle a stadium tour? I absolutely do. But, that's just me.
I 100% do too, because their story is their theatrics are so big, it would totally be awesome for a stadium. And that whole "they're dying out and will be gone" thing, I don't know, man. They're really, really an amazing band. I think they need to be given more credit than that, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, man, I absolutely agree with you, dude. I really think that, I think it's a little half-cocked, and these guys have been doing nothing but killing it ever since they first came onto the scene.
True.
So, I don't know. Maybe have a little bit more faith, yeah?
Well, on to the next one. Have you been following Korn lately? The release of their new song for their upcoming album, they are definitely a topic of conversation. But in the band, you will find a member by the name of Korn Head Welch, and he also has a second band, and over the years, they've been creating some music. Head first left Korn in about 2009 to better himself. Love and Death would go to make music, and Head would return back to Korn in 2013, but still work on music with his second band, Love and Death. And they are releasing a live album that came from a live stream that was perfectly preserved. And now they're going to go ahead and put that on an album. You can listen to it whenever, wherever. If you love that, it's coming straight to album. And I think that's pretty cool. So other than Love and Death, Head and Korn have been killing it lately. And I cannot wait to hear Korn's new album. Their new song is pretty cool. New album should be great.
And hey, man, last but not least, when you think of metal, you don't usually think of beef between bands. But in this case, we got some tea for you. Mastodon's guitarist Brent Hines is under fire at the moment for making comments against Disturbed and their fans. Yikes. Brent had this to say. I did a lot of tours that I didn't want to do, though, like Disturbed and all that mayhem stupid crap. Cock-a-doodie malarkey. You gotta freaking open up for Disturbed. You gotta play to people that like Disturbed.
Well, that didn't sit right with the drummer of Mastodon, Brand Daler, and he said, "I'm very sorry we hurt your feelings, or anyone else's. That is never our intention. We want our LGBTQ fans to feel safe listening to our music and coming to see us live. We also have no ill will towards Disturbed. They were always super cool to us on the Mayhem tour. I think the interviewer might have caught Brent on a bad day. Sorry for upsetting you or anyone else. We appreciate you all and all of our fans very much."
Shockingly, though not surprisingly, David Draymond followed it up with this. You know, I have nothing but the greatest respect and admiration for the Mastodon guys. I have been a fan since day one. I continue to be a fan. I think that there's just too much mutual respect and admiration. And they knew it. They knew we liked them. We were cool with each other throughout our touring times together. We're genuine fans. I don't know, guys. To me, it kind of feels like Mastodon, and even a little bit with Draymond himself, just because he doesn't want the conflict. Sounds like they're trying to cover it up. I'm like, oh, he had a bad day. Nah, you didn't. Those comments were a little too direct just to be having a bad day, brother.
Kind of seems like real feelings. It seemed genuine in that aspect, but at the same time, it just seems a little crazy to go after the fans as well. But I'm glad the rest of the band doesn't feel that way, and the drummer had to come back and say, look, it sucks he had to apologize for him. But at the same time, I'm glad there isn't a bunch of conflict and beef. That would just be stupid. But I think David handled that super great.
Absolutely. Always been a humble guy, man, and it just goes to show, like I said, there's no real place for it in metal today, especially when it's 100% unwarranted. So,
dude, and especially after all the things we have going on in the world today, that's the last thing we need is our idols to be fighting.
No fighting.
No fighting. All right, just stop it. But guys, this has been Rock Hard News. This has been exciting and amazing. I hope this has been informative and fun.
Hey, and by the way, David Draymond released this statement as well. After being asked, hey David, how is Disturbed handling success in 2021? David had this to say. Oh, wow.
Guys, have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace.
See ya.